what's the biggest lesson you've learned about business over the last 12 years since you started your company?
Oh man, that's that's what's the biggest lesson? I think the best lesson I've heard or learned, I would say, is to be honest, it's the growing in the virtue of humility. That you don't have it actually all figured out, and mistakes are okay to make, and like I think school is quite a horrible thing. Um, K through 12 was really bad for me. The reason why school helped me achieve in business is because I was a pretty poor student. But what I also, and I was always told that, hey, you're not very smart, or you don't get this, or whatever. But it didn't bother me when I made a mistake. And I saw a lot of my peers, they were A students, and when they got into the real world, they needed to have all the information in order to make a decision. And you can't do that. You can't run a business like that. You have to use your gut. You have to use your intuition. Intuition is such a powerful thing, and most people don't know how to access that or tap into it. You also need, to be smart and to use judgment and all, and in the information that you have available. But I would say humility, and there's been many times where I felt like I was on the top of the world, and our business was crushing it, and there was nothing that was going to stop us. And then I've had multiple times, especially in the last 2 years, where I'm like, what am I doing? I have no idea what I'm doing. I've really put us in a bad situation. I put myself in a bad situation, and now I need to figure out how to battle out of it.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of humility. There's a lot of grace there. And really, I think that's been like such a wonderful thing for me is learning, those lessons. So.
Thanks for that. I couldn't agree more. How do you tap into your intuition?
Oh man, for me, like, faith is the most important thing to me. I'm a devout Catholic, so I try to go to mass every day, and so I have a 30 to 60 minutes where I'm able to pray every day, and that. People say it centers them, but I get my I get my grace from God,
Yeah.
and allowing I ask God to help me make good decisions, and Him to have whatever comes for me, to do His will, not my will, and that's taken a lot of the pressure off of me. And when I thought I was really smart, or I've gotten away from taking time to pray, that's when things start going awry in my personal life and professional life. So,
yeah, I find for myself, I meditate every day. It's the first thing I do in the morning, and that's silence. And you know what helps me a lot too? I free write journal most every day, where I close my eyes. I have a certain notebook, and I just write, and whatever kind of comes through. But it is whatever the ritual is. Think community. We talk a lot about finding your center and finding that space to tap into your gut. Right. I mean, what you're talking about, the EQ, for me too, has always, I'm dyslexic, has always saved me in so many areas of my life.